Aloha and welcome to the DMS Futures Academy. I'm Dr. Christopher Burr-Jones. We are living in turbulent times, what my friend and colleague Zia Sardar calls post-normal times, caused by the acceleration of change in technology, globalization, and the planetary environment. We are living in a time of transition between what has been and what will be, a period that likely precedes a new civilizational paradigm or worldview. While we need to understand the litany of observable facts and trends, we also need to better understand and cultivate the images of the future that are in people's heads, because those images both help form and create the futures that we inhabit, and because those images are being colonized by narrow commercial and political interests. The idea that the future comes from images in our mind and other future studies assumptions pave the way to better understand the systematic processes that can guide us to positive preferred futures. In contrast to the bleak consequences of overpopulation, dwindling fossil fuels and natural resources, and technologies that are destroying Earth's oceans and ecosystems. What drew me to future studies professionally 40 years ago was its focus on the big picture, long time horizons, thinking outside the box, and the assumption that the future is plural, that there are a range of possible alternative futures, not a single future, but many futures. In other words, our futures are not predetermined, but influenced by futures images, personal agency, and myriad possible changes in technology, society, politics, economics, environment, and globalization. The global pandemic was an object lesson in rapid global change. Similarly, the accelerating global heating crisis offers us an opportunity to anticipate catastrophe, but foresight also offers us tools to innovate, adapt, and apply hope and optimism to avert civilizational collapse. Public policy and administration are the spaces where we can use our collective decision-making to respond to those global challenges, to the so-called wicked problems that we face across the planet. With some notable exceptions, public policy and administration have been mired in short-term thinking, such as two-year election cycles and annual budgets. The DMS Futures Academy was created to help transform short-term thinking in the governmental sector and stimulate futures consciousness and the use of futures methods. While foresight should be a democratic process at the individual, community, national, and international levels, it's clearly leadership that needs to be futurized. Without strategic foresight, future skills, leadership can only be a shadow of its potential in these post-normal and transformational times. Please join us in workshops and seminars to enhance your foresight skills. Engage with us in the foresight process, exploring and analyzing trends and emerging issues, better understanding the nature and scope of change, envisioning preferred futures, and taking action to realize those visions of a better society and planet. Come learn about methods, applications, and promise of future studies and foresight to enhance your leadership in these complex, chaotic, and uncertain times. I hope to see you soon.